Yeah, we're back at the Defo show and a little Degenerate Friday. You know, I was thinking about this, and since we're leaving on Thursday to go to fabulous Las Vegas, do you remember when we did that live remote when the guy went and he must have lost a lot of money at the tables the night before because I think the guy drowned in the bathtub right above us as the water was coming down on our heads.
It was kind of interesting because you checked into a very posh room at the hotel where the handicapping championship was taking place with your buddy there who says don't mention his name on any program
Yeah,
we
don't
do.
mention his name.
But anyway, so Evan has a nice room, and of course I'm staying like at the Flamingo on a comp that was very sketchy to begin with. Like the woman that was on the other end of the phone, they're usually very generous and acknowledge right away. Oh yeah, you could have this, that, and it's going to cost you $40 plus the room tax and whatever else is involved there. So it comes to like 2 sticks for the whole thing. So here it was very suspect whether I'd get the room, and then when I did, I check in and I noticed there was a lot of water on the floor in the bathroom. So I needed to get a couple of hours sleep so we could do this radio show. A Degenerate Friday show was on the radio at the time. And sure enough, I fall asleep. And when I wake up, I'm knee deep in water. So I call for help, and the custodian came, and they went upstairs to check and see what was happening. And there was a dead guy in the bathtub.
A rough night at the crap table, I guess.
But it gets into what we wanted to talk about on today's show, which was learning how to read the signs from the gods of gambling. And it's much like the NFL draft. It's no exact science. I mean, a lot of guys, general managers right now are circulating. There's a carousel moving around the NFL. This guy's getting fired from here. He's getting a job there because it's inexact science. Nobody knows how to pick winners when it comes to picking players in the NFL draft. They're not perfect, but it's kind of abstract to read the signs sometimes from the gods of gambling.
You know, you and I probably should have read the signs at an early age because your first time venturing out to a racetrack, when you came back out to the parking lot, the car had burned down.
Well, it was an unfortunate incident. I went to Roosevelt Raceway with two friends of mine from high school. One was kind of an advanced hippy-dippy stage, considering that most of us were pretty conservative at the time. My buddy Cliff Keller had borrowed a new Chevrolet Impala from his mother because he had just gotten his driver's license. He got it in advance of the other kids because he had taken private driving lessons as opposed to waiting for the driver's education that you got from the high school, which was a freebie, but unfortunately it cost you about a half year of driving. He borrows the car. We go to Roosevelt. We hit the last race exacta. I think we split $45, which seemed like a windfall of cash at the time.
Oh, you'd be at White Castle for sure if you hit that.
So even though we're underage, we start drinking at the bar. Hey, Whitey, I'll have another one. Whitey, I'll have another one. And we get down to the parking lot there, and there's only one car in the lot, and it's surrounded by fire trucks. And apparently this guy, Bob, who was sitting in the back seat, had lost an ash that came back in out the window and torched his mother's car. So, of course, she blamed me. So, I mean, and that was a sign that maybe I should have stopped right there. I could have saved myself, because you know why all gamblers die with their mouths wide open like this? Because the last thing they see in white lettering flashes the amount of money that you lost in your lifetime, betting on just about everything that you possibly could. But you came up with a brilliant theory because, and you really were clairvoyant on this, reading right through the signs, as I told you that my two dogs, one had taken a dump on the second floor and one had taken a dump on the first floor. And you saw that as some kind of smoke signal from the gods.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. They were your dogs, and of course, one of your favorite things that you used to say all the time was the line from the Clooney movie going out to the Flemish Cap.
Yes.
You know, we always get the fish. And when I looked in the racing form that day, I said, hey, Deef, this is what you always say. There's a horse named Flemish Cap. Of course, we know the rest of the story. The horse wins by 10 lengths. We're so stupid we don't bet a penny on it. And all our friends are celebrating as we got nothing.
Well, it's funny, too, because I walk into the track there a little bit after the race had taken place, and I see Flemish Cap flashing on the board. There was 16-1 or something first flash, and went off at 2-1. And the tellers behind the window, the pari-mutuel clerks, are yelling, hey, Artie, here he is. He's the one that gave out Flemish Cap on the air. Which you put together because you thought, well, the two dogs taking a dump had to mean that something was going to happen where it was relatable to me that may not be as negative as having to start out a day. You're looking at two piles of crap.
So the lesson here today is read the signs if you can even know what the signs are.